Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2, hard mode. Playing the new dimension update, and you just saw the last of our new series of blueprint points going into the vortex. But if we zoom out here, we can see we've got a whole new batch coming in. Look at that. Beautiful. I think those are all full. They look pretty good. So that's what we did last episode. Is we after we unlocked trains, we created a new blueprint factory right down here, and it is looking good. And you can see these two sections are pretty well packed. This one is locked up. It's so packed. And then these guys are getting all loaded up too. And let's go down below and hide. Yep. We're getting stuff in. So just need the lower one to start filling up. And there come the trains to do that. So this is going a little slowly though. Why is that? We have stuff there, and these ones are about to come in, I think. Yes? No, they're not, because there's nothing in there. Alright. Let's go over here. Follow this out. I mean, we could increase this a little bit, but I think I'm going to leave it as is for now. I'm just going to leave it alone. Because that's not what we're here to do today. What we are here to do today is some tasks, because I want to get some research points going. So let's take a look at our task list. And why not just start with this one? Now that we have trains, doing tasks is getting kind of easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out, and let's do shape filter, and let's look for this shape. So we've got an uncolored, rectangle. And then we have a red circle. There's nothing there, but if we zoom around a bit, hello, we have this guy. That said, this won't work, because if we shave this off, then it's the opposite of that. So that one won't work. But we can still, yep, here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Because that will work well on our second shape. Okay. Excellent. So let's take this and let's see what we can do. If we can do this, expediently. So we've got we've got this guy set. Now all we need is, actually, we want to shave this piece off. So let's, did we create a rotate? Yes, we did. All right, so we created a rotate, and we're going to do 2 of them, which will give us a 180 total. And again, noting here that we are facing north. Then do half destroy. Now, we do not have our 180 rotator unlocked yet. That's why we're using this. But that's okay. Oh, look at this. This needs to be leveled up. And, yep, that's our shape. It's right here. It's just flipped upside down, which is okay. So let's get our trains, and we're going to do a shape loader. And now I'm going to zoom way out. And where are we headed? I want to go this way. Oh, I think we're actually right here. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, we're going to bring it in right here. And we'll do that. Then let's take this. All right. Perfect. That is the first one done. And we'll do a couple of trains here. Let's do that. And boom. There we go. Quick and easy. Now, our second thing, what we're going to do is we need just a little part of a circle, which we can grab right here. Since we've got you, let's grab you. All right. We're going to do something different here. No, that's fine. Here, we can do the same thing. We do need to grab our half destroy and save as. Oops. Save as half destroy. And then come in here. We're going to change that to a 3. And this. Where is the half destroy logo? There. Yep. Done. Okay. Perfect. Where are we? Right here. Okay, so B, half destroy. So we are destroying half of that shape. Then we're going to take the rest of it and give it a counterclockwise rotate. And then we're going to half destroy. That's going to leave us with this. And that is in the upper right. So we want a clockwise rotate. Boom. Done. Okay. But all those trains are not... I'm going to take all those guys and respawn them. Let's see if I got the right one. I did, yay. So I respawned all the trains, except the first one. When you do a big batch of trains like this, this first one is going to be the first one out of the gate. So I figured that was the one that was actually full of shapes. I'll get the rest of these going in. Excellent. Alright, by the time those get back, there should be more ready to unload. Did I pass? Oh, there it is. Alright. Okie-doke. So, our shape is right up here. One of the things I want to do is I want to set up a, I think what I want to do is I want to create a folder. And we can copy a folder down here. Oops. And I'm going to put these into our depot folder. And I want to create a stacker depot. So I'm just going to do in groups of 4. And yeah, let's see here. I want that to be our, yeah. So this is our bottom shape, right? And that comes in and goes into the stacker in the bottom position. Okay, and I'm just going to put the stops in there. All right, now I'm going to come up above and do, oops, unloaders here. This is the top section. So that way the top comes in on the top track, bottom comes in on the bottom track. Make sense? Okay, now we can, there we go. So I'm going to save this blueprint in the depots folder as a stacker depot. So let's give it the stack icon. Give it a 3 icon, and then we'll use train icon just to identify it as a depot. Technically, I guess I don't need to say the word depot since it's in the depots folder, but I'm going to do that anyway. And oh my goodness, this is expensive. This depot is 41.9 thousand blueprint points. And we just got 30,000. This is working, which is good. Those are going in. Yeah. Good. Okay. So I didn't realize that was going to be that expensive. So guess what? We're going to leave this in that position. Exactly where it is. And I'm gonna create that one's done. Okay. So now we want this to come and go down and go in there. For this one, again, it's not going to matter top or bottom for this combo for this guy. And let's see here. I need the blueprint to go away. Why are you still here? Okay. All right, shape loader. Shape loader on the correct level. Oh, no, can't do that. Because we need that. Okay. Good, that's getting all loaded in there. And let's get some trains. Since this is such a short run, we do not need a lot of trains. But let's go into our depots. Okay, let's go into depots. Shape load. And, oh yeah, this costs 0. I like that cost. Alright, so that is going to do that. This, we're going to cut these guys and regenerate them. So then they'll be up here instead of down on the tracks down here. Right, there we go. So this second shape should be on the way. Next, let's get working on this. We're going to need another stacker depot, but I think we're going to manually build that one. So I want to do that same thing and build a paint depot. And all the other depots that we need. Right. Let's do this. Let's find a shape that is circle, circle. Ooh, this is perfect right here. Although it's red and it's blue. That is not a big deal for our first usage, but it's not good for our second usage. Because you can't remove paint from a shape. You just can't. So there's a good one there. Alright, let's do it. Let's get a miner. And we'll do another miner. And this one, let's give it a rotate. And then into a train. And we're going to go up with this one. And yeah, we're just going to come to here. And this is where we will do some painting. Painter. We'll do that there. And back to trains. We're going to unload to there. Alright, let's get that going. Oh, that's just perfect. Okay. Let's do 3 of those. And shapes. Okay. So that is bringing those in to get painted. Then we need to load them back up. Doesn't need to be lined up with that, except for in my brain it does. Okay. Now, yes, we could afford our blueprint, our stacker build, but not gonna do it. So let's get our stacker, and I don't know why. I don't need to do 4 of these. I'm just gonna do this and go down there. Do our shape unloader. And up here, a shape unloader. All right, hit the right keys. Let's do it. Okay. Excellent. What's going on up here? We've got lots of shapes. But I think these trains are on their way. Yep. They're just coming back now. All right. Then you have saved yourself from being deleted and recreated. You can get rid of all this. We do need that. This isn't that kind of build. Alright, these are all going to take from here. Be all set. Alright. Overkill up there too. That's fine. Alright. So that is going to be step 2. Step 3. Or, yeah, that's this one. Which is actually step 3, I guess. Step 4 is going to be this guy. Which is going to use this set here. Yeah. This is a super overbuild. Just gonna go there. Do this out here. Okay. Because we're just going to stack those right here. So basically, these two will get stacked together. And actually, you know what? Yeah, we don't need them on trains at all, do we? Nope. All we need is stacker. Top and bottom doesn't matter. So, yeah, there we go. Just gonna get that all ready. Do we have enough in here to complete our tasks? I'm guessing we... No, we don't. Nope, never mind. Alright. What is going on here? How come these have not yet? Oh, because they're wrong. That's why. Alright. Oh, my God. Alright. Stupid. We, for this, need to not do any of that. Okay. I'm just waking up, to be honest. Okay. There we go. Alright, now it's gonna work. Good. In the meantime, I can get rid of all that. Boink, boink. And I can get rid of a bunch of those. Alright, much better. Now this is going to create the correct shape. Alright, let's fast forward and get these ones done. Okay, change of plans. While I'm waiting for this to roll in, let's just work on another task. Let's get this guy going. So this one starts off like this, and then we get blue and gray combined, then that, and then we do a checker cut on this, and we'll end up with double delivery of that. Quick and easy. So let's get some going. Boo. And I'll take this. Do like being able to do that. It's very cool. We'll take this guy. Do so. We're gonna go right into a painter. Boom. And this one we're gonna bring out. We want this blue to be on the bottom. Let's get our stacker. Flippy flip. And that's going to create that. Perfect. Then we can cut it. Do we have a cutter? We do not have a cutter module. All right, let's build a cutter module. We're going to double her up. And do 4 there. We'll do 4 here. So that makes double what we need. Which is great. But let's move it out here so we get some jumping room. Having that 180 spinner would be glorious right now. Although, that works too. Could do this. Okay. Yay. Alright. That's gonna work, and we're gonna... Oops. But not like that. That will work. And we're gonna double it up. Okay, we still have none of these. I've got to go back and look. What did I do wrong now? Okay. Yes. Oh my god. That's what it is. They're just waiting for all these to unload. Again, gonna cut those. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send it now. All right, that is now going to actually work. All right. Frustration. Doke. And let's get some train stations going. Run you in here. Yeah, like that. Horrible junk shapes. I hate you and I delete you. Alright, we should see a train coming down. Yes, one coming down with the correct shape. And now all the rest are full. Let's see if we did it right again. Yep, excellent. Okay. So this is going, and now let's do a couple of you. Alright. We can do a bunch of trains because we have double deliveries going in right now. So that is going to go pretty quickly. And our next one... we're actually going to want... this. Now we're gonna do a big change for the next one. Because the next one, what I want to do is create this top shape here first, and then we'll stack it on top of just this half blue. I could do that with a swapper. Yeah, I could do a swapper. That'll create those. Alright. Then what I'm going to do is over here. We're going to have this guy coming down the old pike. But just with a half destroy. Alright, get those ready. Wait, what do I need that for? Don't know what I need that for. Alright, good. Finally. Because I need a half destroy, and then I need to paint that blue. Copy you and put you there. All right. So that will be, this will be quick. Okay, now this is going to be fully loaded up. I'm ready to rock. This one is pretty much done. Because we're getting all those double deliveries. Alright, so now I'm going to delete all that. Beep. Alright, now what? Now I'm going to take this shape and that shape. Instead of doing all of that, I need my my swapper. Okay, this guy is going to go down to there. Okay. Did have a swapper. Am I using a swapper down here at all? No, I'm not using that. That would be ridiculous. Okay. So we're gonna bring this guy into here. And do swapper. We need 4 of them. All right, this was my crazy build. Didn't I? I didn't save that. Guess I did not. This one I can delete. Oh my goodness. Alright, taking a break. Because now this is all ready to rumble. So these guys are going to come in to there. And we can just regenerate all of them. Then they will load here. And deliver. Okay. Uh-huh. Doesn't do anything. Come on. All right. And yes, let's go ahead and claim all of those. All right, then let's make sure, yeah, those are in the right orientation, pointed up left. This one's in the correct orientation for that. All right, good. No rotations needed. Uh-huh. This one is still going to need to travel by train, isn't it? It is. Because it has to match up with this after it gets painted red. So we are back to this idea. Okay. So you're going to deliver down here, and we'll stack up with that. And are you working yet? Why not? Top is loaded. Oh, God. All right. Back to blue. Again, these are going to come in like so. And combine with these. Yeah, to do that. Quick and easy. But not so quick and easy. Alright. Let's move up one. Okay. And that's kind of the minimal space. We need 4 of these per layer. So what if we did that? Let's just try that. And then we've got room for there and there. Okay. So if that goes into there, and then into there, there, and there. This one there. All right. This could go like this, which gives me the ability to jump. And then this guy here. It's going to do this. So that means we can get one in here. And then, oh my gosh. Is this dual? No. Sorry. Belt. Belt weaving. You are so fun. That doesn't help us at all. I need to get something in here. All right. Let's start off like this. Get it coming down. Okay, wait, we can go back this way. No. It's so ridiculous. Yay, perfect. That's absolutely perfectly what we want. Oh my god. All right. This is the one we like. You know what? We've got so many here that for this first layer, I'm just going to trash all of these. Okey-doke. So now we want to stack with these. Right? Yes. Okay, so stacker. That should give us what we're looking for. Ah, it would help if things were feeding out to it. Okay, I can already see this is Roadblock City. So yeah, this is not... Oh, God, stupid. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. This is just built at such a... No. There's so many pieces being generated here that it's way more than we can use, or that I can actually figure out how to belt in. Oh, no. Okay. Twice. Over. Out. Up twice. Over. Out. Up twice. Over. Out. And up twice. Over and out. Okay, there we go. In the meantime, all of these are going to... The rest of them are all going into the trash. So from one layer, we're getting... We should be getting 3 layers worth. Is that... Is it doing it? No, it's not. It's getting there, though. Alright, I'm going back up here to this guy, because I think our trains are... I think we probably... Yeah, we've got more than enough of those. I'm just going to kill off all of you. Alright. So we're going to stack the output of this. Did I kill something over here? No, those are just taking longer than expected. Okay. Stacker. Doesn't matter, top and bottom. And that should be creating our top shape here. And why are those trains empty? What is... Oh. Idiot. Yeah, so for this level of skill in this game, that's why I'm asking you to like and subscribe. Ah, my goodness. I'm scattered today, my friends. Okay. Let's go back down here. Let's see what nightmare I've created for myself down here. Uh-huh. Yeah, not working. Alright. Oh, because that's on top. And this is on bottom. Yeah, That's not what I wanted at all. This needs to be on the bottom and this on top. That's the shape we're looking for. All right. Yes, good. Done. And now this one's paused. Did I cut it off too soon? There are still some coming in. So hopefully that's enough. If not, we can go back. But come on. That should be enough. That's gotta be 200. That's all I need is 200 shapes. 180, actually. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Alright. There we go. Alright, in the meantime, we should now have this next one going in. Yes, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to erase all those. And all of these. Until I start seeing some good shapes coming in here, which they're gonna. Oh my goodness, come on, guys. Oh, wait, no, that was... Here's our new top shapes coming in. I do like how quickly these fill up now, compared to the olden days. No, it's still here. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. What do we got going on here? Yes, where are you? These are going, but very slow. Slowly. Alright. There's one train's worth. Alright. Fast forward time. Okay, I spent some points. And I bought the 180 rotator. And that allowed me to come in here and double up the speed of this. Which is still not maxed out, of course. But it's definitely sped it up a bit. So those are good to go. Now I need to double this all up because I need these guys to sit on top of another batch of those. I'm not going to worry about this one right now because I also did some work up here. Zoom out here. These are starting to deliver in and are almost done. And what I did was I have created another batch of these guys to come in, although they don't appear to be. So let's reset those. So this is our very top layer. And those are getting all full. Yes. Okay. So those are going to come along, and all I'm going to do is pop a stacker in here. So once this last batch gets picked up, I think I'm going to get rid of that. And that. And grab this and flip it. So these guys are coming in, and then this will get stacked on top of it. Again, shape load. And that. And then, yeah, we can just do that. Okay. That said, I'm hoping that I have enough here. Yeah, definitely have enough to get another 400 of these guys in. Oh, it's actually here that I'm worried about. I think there's probably... Yeah, there's definitely enough. Okay. So, one last quick fast forward, and we'll make sure this is creating what we want it to, and then we'll call it for this episode. I think next episode, we're going to go and knock out one of these milestone shapes, like this guy here. Get that going. And then we can more casually work on tasks. And maybe I'll be less frazzled. Let's scroll down here. Yeah, those are all on the way. All right. Forward. All right, those all delivered, and I just cleared out the last remainders. And our new shape, our final shape, is right there. That sure looks like it. Excellent. It's going to be 8 points, which alone will pay for the 180 rotator. Actually, I think that was 6 points. So, okay. We are all good to go. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Gramps, signing off.